Hey you guys, alright, so tonight's vlog is very impromptu. Like, I did not even plan to do this kind of a vlog. Hey you guys, alright, so tonight's vlog is very impromptu. Like, I did not even plan to do this kind of a vlog. It just hit my heart. I'm sitting here in the car, just took my seatbelt off. I've got my twins asleep. You guys can't even see them. They're in the back seat right there. So, my goodness, you guys, this is like a perfect Sunday vlog for you guys. And this is Saturday night. It is like 10:15 at night. Look at this. We just finished our live, and so my mom was making cupcakes for my twins' birthday for Sunday school tomorrow. So here they are, and they turned out really pretty, and they're really cute little cupcakes. So anyway, she lives about 10-15 minutes away from us. So I ran over to her house to pick up the cupcakes, and she was really sweet to do that because we've kind of had a cough all week, and I didn't want to spread that to other kids and you know, make cupcakes and cough and stuff. So anyway, every single evening, if I drive by this church that's right near our house, I drive right past it, and I noticed that there is somebody sleeping like right under near the cross and like near the doors of the church. And tonight I looked, and I've seen this person, you guys, honestly, for maybe a year, just laying there every night. It's so bitter cold for us here in California at night. I mean, I bet you if I looked at my phone right now, it's probably like 50 something, 40 something degrees. So it's 48 degrees right now, and it's only gonna get colder, you guys. Look at the night. I mean, it's gonna get down probably to about 46 degrees, 45 degrees, somewhere around there. So it's cold to be outside. So my heart goes out to this person. So tonight I drive past, and honestly, you guys, I'm gonna be completely vulnerable and honest with you. I in the past have not judged people for being homeless, but I've always been kind of super leery, super cautious around them. I feel uncomfortable sometimes, especially more since having children. Like, we'll be at the park or something and somebody will approach us and I just get super nervous about it. It's not that I don't want to help them, it's that I sometimes worry that if I help them by giving them money, that they're going to use it for drugs or alcohol or something like that. Alright, so I've given you guys the premise of this whole thing. So tonight I'm driving past, the boys are asleep in the car, and I happen to look over and I get a glimpse of who this actually is. This is a lady. It's a lady sitting out there, and she's not like that much older than me probably, and she's clearly homeless, and she's sitting out there, and I just start to think, I always do this when I see somebody who is like homeless, obviously has, you know, like maybe some mental illness there along with being homeless. I always go back to think about the fact that they were somebody's baby once. Somebody cradled them, somebody loved them like I love my boys, somebody just, you know, had them as their baby, as their little child. And I try to put myself there as a mother and think, what if that were my child, my son or daughter or something out there? And this lady, where she sleeps, it's like right on this main street in the like little courtyard area of the church. It's super lit up and bright, and so I'm thinking to myself, like, why would she want to be like so on display from the street? Maybe she feels safe with the light, I don't know, but obviously she feels safe with it being a church, and she sleeps right under the cross. And it really touched me. It just hit me so hard. And literally, you guys, as I'm driving, the Matthew West song Broken Things comes on the radio, and I'm like almost in tears listening to it. I'm gonna read you the lyrics, and you guys just kind of think about it. Not necessarily just about this lady, but about yourself too, like myself too. I mean, we're all sinful by nature, and I'm doing this whole study with the boys. We're reading all the way through from Genesis like on, and we're just hitting every Bible story up, as many as we can get through between now and Easter. And we just got to the part where in their children's Bible, it's obviously in Genesis, where God created the earth, and he just created Adam and Eve, and he is so madly, passionately in love and enthralled with his children, Adam and Eve, his children. He says that I wanted some, you know, he's talking about in the Bible story how he made them in the image and likeness of him, and so he would do anything for them. And so I'm putting myself thinking in that mind frame, because we've been reading that with the kids at night, and I'm thinking about how God made this person, this lady, this homeless lady. He made her beautiful, fearfully and wonderfully made, and now she's just thrown along the side of the street, like just like trash or something, just out there. So then this Matthew West song came on. So all this is like going through my head, and I pulled out my camera because I always have my camera in my purse. I'm like, I'm just gonna pull over. I don't do vlogs on Sundays normally, you guys, but this just touched me. And so I'm gonna read to you the lyrics, and you probably heard it, Broken Things, before, but let me read it to you. All right, you guys, so here are the lyrics to Broken Things by Matthew West. If grace was a kingdom, I stopped at the gate, thinking I don't deserve to pass through after all the mistakes that I've made. Oh, but I heard a whisper as heaven bent down, said, child, don't you know that the first will be last and the last get a crown? Now I'm just a beggar in the presence of a king. I wish I could bring so much more, but if it's true, you use broken things, then here I am, Lord, I'm all yours. The passages of history, they tell me it's true, that it's never the perfect, it's always the ones with the scars that you use. It's the rebels and the prodigals, it's the humble and the weak, all the misfit heroes you choose. Tell me there's hope for sinners like me. Now I'm just a beggar in the presence of a king. I wish I could bring so much more, but if it's true you use broken things, then here I am, Lord, I'm all yours. Grace is a kingdom with gates open wide. There's a seat at the table just waiting for you, so come on inside. And I was just thinking that, oh my gosh, like that's playing on the radio as I'm looking at this lady. I'm sitting at the light just like looking over, observing her, and I'm thinking about broken things. And I mean, there's even the part that the first shall be last and the last get a crown. And if you use broken things, I mean, what that one line like really stood out to me. Where is it? Now I'm just a beggar in the presence of a king. I wish I could bring so much more, but if it's true you use broken things, then here I am, Lord, I'm all yours. And I started to think about conversations I've had with other Christians, like Christian moms. I mean, not everybody, but some of them. And even my own heart, and kind of examine my own heart and how I felt towards homeless people or different events where I've been confronted with somebody homeless. And not to say that I haven't helped, but I sometimes am leery. The flesh part of me that in my heart is a little bit like, nervous sometimes about it. But I'm thinking about even in this passage where it talks, I mean, it says the beggars and the poor and the broken things. And I'm starting to think about how we are in our hearts. We are broken things without Christ, without God. And so I am no better than this lady on the street. God loves us both the same. He created us both the same. He created us exactly the same. He formed us in the likeliness and image of Him. And so I think it's honestly God teaching my heart to not judge so quickly, to not judge someone else, to not know, I don't know their shoes, the path that they've taken, what brought them here, what God's doing in their heart to help change things. And so I just think it's so important that we, I think, give respect and we maybe think more about the broken things of this world. It doesn't just have to be somebody that's homeless. It can be somebody who looks like they have it 100% together. I mean, I've told you guys I have anxiety and panic sometimes, and I think that I'm a broken thing when I have that without God. If I don't ask God to come into my life and to fill me and to help me, then I'm a broken thing in that moment and in that time. We don't have to have it all together or not all together to be a broken thing. We're all broken things without Christ. And it was just kind of this moment. It was bizarre to have the song come on at the same time as seeing this lady, and to the world, she's probably looked at as a broken thing. I know I keep doing my air quotes, it drives Rich crazy. She's looked at as a broken thing. She's laying there, it's freezing cold at night. I mean, people don't even put their animals out in this kind of cold weather, and this poor woman's over there. But to God, God sees this beautiful princess, a daughter of the king that He created. And so we need to, I need to learn to see people more in that light and in the way that He sees them. So I have to backtrack. So I call my mom like right before I start filming this, and I'm like, Mom, so you know that church? I won't say the church. And she's like, yeah, it's next door to a church that we all used to attend. Like my parents, like my dad grew up in that church. And this is the like dichotomy of it all, you guys, the craziness. So outside at this other church right next door, there's two churches next door, this lady's sleeping. No one's at that church but this lady. The church next door is like one of the big churches in the area, and it has a lot of wealthy people that attend there. And literally people are coming out in beautiful suits, and the men are in suits, women are in beautiful dresses. They had some sort of an event. They're going off in their Mercedes and their Jaguars, and literally 20 feet away is a woman who is sleeping out on cold cement for the, I mean, has been doing this for a while, probably hungry, probably cold, and I just kind of felt like sick to my stomach. I mean, how can we let this, how do we let this happen as Christians? Like, how do we allow this to keep happening? And I don't know if the answer is to just throw money at it. I don't think that's the answer. I think the answer is to try and actually find a solution. But so I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, there's this, and I don't even tell her lady. I said, you know that church next door to blah 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 church? And she's like, yeah. And I said, okay, so there's this, and she's like, this lady that sleeps out there every night, this homeless lady. And I said, yes. And I said, how'd you know? And she goes, whenever I come home from your house, I've seen her too. And she's like, I want to stop and give her blankets and, you know, a toothbrush and like a little pack and deodorant and all this stuff. She's like, but I'm kind of scared because I don't know if I'm gonna go up and she's gonna, you know, be verbal or get physical or something like that. I said, I know, but I feel led in my heart we should take her something. So I think I'm gonna see if Rich and my dad will like maybe go with my mom and I one night and just like take her some stuff like this week, because I feel led, and I think, I know that when you have a feeling put on your heart, you know if it's the Holy Spirit, if it's God speaking to you or not. And I feel in my heart when it's so right and you can just, you know it's something you have to do, that's God telling you. So anyway, I think it's interesting that my mom's had the same feeling that I had, and I don't know, I just wanted to share with you guys this story. So listen to your heart, remember the broken things, remember that only Christ in this season, especially this is the season that God sent, you know, his only son, that he sent Jesus to die on the cross for the broken things for us. And so that is so humbling to me, and at the same time I feel like there's this incredible responsibility that I have to try to be my best for God, for Jesus, because I mean, he died for the broken things. So anyway, I don't know guys, I just wanted to share this with you, and I don't know, maybe it'll help somebody, maybe it helped me, maybe it'll spark a conversation, I don't know, get you thinking a little bit. But it was just kind of one of those moments where I was like, I have to share this with you guys. And I share these things with you guys not to be like, I have this wisdom or nothing like that. Honestly, what it is it's just me having this epiphany moment, and I just want to share it with somebody. And I feel like you guys are family and friends, and we like to share everything with you. And so I thought, I'm just gonna pull this out, and this will be a Sunday vlog, which we don't often do, but maybe it's a nice little Sunday message for us during this season of Lent as we prepare for Easter. So I have to get my sleeping boys in the house. Rich has Robbie in the house, and he's probably asleep, and we have to get ready for church tomorrow. We have our cupcakes, and I'm gonna keep you guys informed on this story. It's not over yet. I'm gonna let you know what happens with this lady. So we love you guys. Keep on growing. Peace. See you mañana. Remember the broken things. Love you guys.